In a quiet town nestled between two hills, lived a young woman named Claire. She wasn't wealthy or famous, just a regular person who worked at the local flower shop and always smiled at strangers. Claire believed in one simple truth: kindness doesn't need an audience. But little did she know, one ordinary Tuesday morning, her quiet philosophy would set something extraordinary in motion. It began with a simple act. That morning, as Claire walked to work, she passed by an elderly man sitting on a bench in front of the bakery. He looked cold, tired, and invisible to the stream of passers-by. Without hesitating, Claire walked into the bakery, bought a cup of hot coffee and a muffin, and handed them to the man with a warm smile. He looked up, his eyes moist. "No one's done something like that for me in years," he whispered. A woman walking behind Claire noticed the exchange. Her name was Rebecca, a busy mother of three, usually too caught up in her own world. But something about Claire's act stayed with her all day. That afternoon, Rebecca saw a teenager struggling to carry grocery bags for an elderly woman across the street. Normally, she would have walked past, but this time, she jumped in to help. The teenager looked surprised but grateful. He later told his friends about the unexpected kindness. That night, one of those friends, Marcus, a high school senior, decided to volunteer at a nearby community kitchen, just for a few hours. There, he met a man recently out of work, trying to piece his life back together. Marcus listened to his story, and without realizing it, gave the man hope just by being there and showing he cared. Word of these quiet moments of kindness began to ripple through the town. A cafe owner started offering a free drink to anyone who paid for a stranger's coffee. A local barber put up a sign: "First haircut free for anyone starting a job interview." A taxi driver began offering free rides to seniors going to medical appointments. And each time someone asked why, the answer echoed: "Because someone did something kind for me." Eventually, a local journalist caught wind of it. She titled her article, "The Candle That Lit 1,000 More." She traced the chain of events backward, from the taxi driver, to the barber, to Marcus, to Rebecca, and finally, to Claire. When she reached Claire for comment, Claire was surprised. "I just gave a man coffee and a muffin," she said. That's hardly news. But it was. Because it wasn't just the muffin. It was the spark. Claire lit the first candle in a world that had almost forgotten how light spreads. No speeches. No applause. Just one person, choosing kindness when no one was watching. As the story went viral, other towns took notice. Schools began morning kindness circles. Companies started quiet deeds days. Strangers left notes and paid for each other's meals. It became clear that in a world that often feels heavy, the light of one small act can shine farther than we ever imagine. Claire kept working at her flower shop, never claiming credit. But her town remembered. And every time someone did something kind, they'd say, "Let's keep the candle burning." So next time you're wondering if what you do matters, remember Claire. Remember that even the smallest light can break through the darkest night. You don't need to be rich, famous, or powerful to make a difference. You just need to be the first spark. Comment below, what's the smallest kind thing someone ever did for you, and how did it make you feel? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Tales for more stories that move the heart and inspire the soul.